The tradition and custodians on the land on which we gather, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Welcome to the special budget meeting today of the 15th of May 2025, and I declare the meeting open at 9:01. Sorry for the bit of delay. We've had a few technical issues this morning with a lack of internet, which has caused us to be a minute late in starting the meeting. I would like to advise attendees in the room that this meeting is being webcast and audio recording, as long as we've got the internet happening down the back, and he's given me the sign to say yes we have, so thank you. We'll move on to attendance and leave of absence. I've only got an apology from Councillor Bannon today. I do believe that Mayor Raven and Councillor Wilcox are running a little bit late. They had a morning meeting this morning. And has anybody seen Councillor Hall or Councillor Russell? No, I would just assume that they're just running a little bit late. But we do have an apology from Councillor Bannon today, as well as he's still feeling unwell. I'll just let the girls catch up, and we're going to move on to confirmation of previous committee meeting minutes. We will now be required to confirm the minutes of the previous special budget committee held on the 29th of April. There's a motion up on the board. Do I have a mover for that motion? Councillor Stemp has moved the motion. Is there a seconder? Anybody? Don't rush me. Thank you. Councillor Jackson. All those in favour, please raise your hands. Thank you. I'm just noting that Councillor Russell, Councillor Wilcox and Mayor Raven are just joining us. We're just confirming the previous minutes of the last special budget meeting. Thank you for joining us today. I'm going to go around the room and how we voted on that, because we did not have that carried unanimously. We're just voting on the previous minutes of the last meeting. Councillor Bradley, how did you vote?
Abstain.
Councillor Lane?
Abstain, I was absent.
Councillor Russell?
I'm going to abstain.
Councillor St Ledger?
For.
Councillor Jackson?
For.
Councillor Fraser?
For.
Councillor Heremiah?
For.
Mayor Raven?
For.
Councillor Stemp? For. Councillor Wilcox?
I'll abstain because there was something I didn't agree with and it didn't come up through the minutes.
Thank you, and I'm for. So did we pass? Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, councillors. Now I move on to item 5. We'll go into the reports. All reports will be presented in closed session today. Just bear with us. We are having technical difficulties this morning, and we believe the internet might have just gone down again, so just bear with us. We'll continue on and move on to the reports. I now refer to today's reports on the agenda. All reports will be presented in a closed session. When we come out of the closed session, we will need to vote on all the recommendations. So we should hopefully... No, we're going to get a motion on the board. No. Please bear with us. So this will be our normal everyday motion that we use through committee, where we go into confidential for our reports. Do we?
As long as you could read it out. You read it out?
Yep. So bear with us. So that the meeting is in a closed session at 9:05. Under section 254J3 of the Local Government Regulations 2012 for the consideration of the following items for the reasons shown. And the reasons shown is this is to consider it necessary to take the discussion into confidential attachments into a closed session as they have information regarding the council's budget. Do I have a mover for that motion? Mayor Raven has moved the motion. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Bradley. All those in favour to take us into closed session? Thank you. That has been carried unanimously. Please be advised that we are now in a closed session and the video is suspended and the audio recording has been turned on. Welcome back. The live recording is back on up in the corner. Thank you very much for your patience today. If you've been waiting for us to come back, our councillors and council officers have done an extreme amount of work in a small amount of time. We've been very due diligent and got some great outcomes. So at the moment, we've got a motion that has come up on the board for those confidential attachments as presented in the meeting in relation to 5.1 of the Special Budget Committee held today's date be tabled. Do I have a mover for that? Councillor Wilcox has moved it and Councillor Fraser has seconded. All those in favour, please raise your hands. That has been carried unanimously. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the next one. This is the rating scenarios. Do I have a mover for that motion? Councillor Fraser has moved. Mayor Raven has seconded. All those in favour, please raise your hands. Okay, we'll go round the room and please state how you voted. Councillor Bradley.
Against.
Councillor Lane.
For.
What's your name, Russell?
Thank you. For.
St Ledger.
For.
Jackson.
For.
Hall.
For.
Fraser.
For.
Heremiah.
For.
Raven.
For.
Stamp.
Just abstaining at this time.
Councillor Wilcox.
For.
And I'm a 4. So that has been carried. Thank you. We'll move on to the next one. Establishment of a position for the Water and Resources Recovery Branch. Do I have a mover for this motion? Councillor Jackson and Councillor Lane has seconded. All those in favour, please raise your hands. That has been carried unanimously. Thank you very much. We're going great guns here. This is for the Additional Fees and Charges Community and Lifestyle Directorate. This had a huge amount of debate. Councillor Fraser has moved it. Do I have a seconder? Mayor Raven, all those in favour, please raise your hands. Okay, we'll go around the room. Please state how you voted. So we're just going to go around the room, Councillor Bradley, because I think there were some that didn't. For. Lane.
For.
Russell.
For.
St Ledger.
For.
Jackson.
For.
Hall.
I'm going to abstain on this one.
Councillor Fraser.
For.
Councillor Heremiah.
For.
Councillor Mayor Raven.
For.
Councillor Stamp.
For.
Councillor Wilcox.
For.
And I'm a 4. So that has been carried. Thank you. Now we just did that one? Oh, we're sorry, we just tabled the document. My mistake. This is the motion actually for the additional fees and charges. All those in favour, please raise your hand. A mover first. Mover. Councillor Jackson. Oh, we're all going to. Councillor Jackson and Councillor St Ledger. All those in favour, please raise your hands. That has been carried by everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, Councillor Hall, how did you vote?
Abstain.
Thank you. But it has been carried. (6.1), which was the disaster recovery supplementary report. We're just tabling the documentation. Councillor Wilcox has moved. Councillor Jackson second. All those in favour, tabling the document. Councillor Bradley, that has been carried. And then we'll have the actual motion on the board. Councillor Wilcox has moved the motion. Councillor Fraser has seconded. All those in favour, please raise your hand. That has been carried unanimously as well. And I believe lucky last, which is a general business item that I am tabling, that Council authorises the Mayor to publicly discuss the draft 2025-26 budget on behalf of Council, with the exemptions of items that are commercial and in confidence prior to its formal adoption. I will move that. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Hall. All those in favour, please raise your hands.
Can I speak to the motion first, Madam Chair?
You may speak to the motion, Councillor Lane.
I think it's in the community's best interest to have a mayor that's able to answer what questions he can in the lead up to a budget. Sometimes it can be a bit intimidating for people, and I think any assurances and responses that he can give the community is a good thing.
Thank you, Councillor Lane. We're going to go around the room. I know we'd had the hands in the air, but we'll just go around the room to say how you voted, please. Councillor Bradley.
I am abstaining and I wish to note a reason why. I feel uncomfortable with the lack of parameters within the resolution of what will be publicly discussed without formal councillors being informed. Sorry, I'm just going to change that up. Without former councillors being informed. Without the councillors being informed what specifically.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Lane.
4.
Russell.
4.
St Ledger.
4.
Jackson.
4.
Hall.
4.
Fraser.
4.
Heremiah.
4.
Mr Mayor.
4.
Councillor Stamp.
4.
Councillor Wilcox.
I'll abstain with a reason, please.
Sure.
Whilst I am in favour of the actual motion, I would have preferred to have waited until after the meeting next Tuesday.
Thank you, and I'm a 4, so that has been carried unanimously. Carried, I should say. Thank you. Okay, councillors, that has brought us to the end of today's business. Has anybody got any general business for Robert today or Mr CEO? No, thank you. There being none, then I declare the special budget committee meeting on the 15th of May 2025 concluded at 12:47. I'm just saying that's a record. And the next special budget committee meeting will be held on the 20th of May next week, commencing at 10:30 a.m. Thank you very much for your time and your work today.